Hello and welcome to Word 52 here at Glad Tidings Church, where we are memorizing a verse of Scripture every week in the year 2019. Our verse this week comes from Micah chapter 6 and verse 8, where Micah is addressing the people who are going through the motions and the rituals of things, and they were not really understanding what it meant to really serve God with their lives. And so Micah says this is what's really important. He has shown you, O mortal, what is good and what the Lord does require of you, and that is to act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. When I thought of this passage, I could not help but think of a documentary I recently viewed about the life of Billy Graham. And I thought that his life epitomized Micah 6:8, and the first thing was to act justly. In his crusades, they were one of the first gatherings in the 50s and 60s to be integrated. He said that the gospel is for all people, and he wanted it to be fair to all and just, so that all people could have access to the truth. The second part of that verse says to love mercy. I remember when there was a famous televangelist who got into trouble. He got in prison, and when he was released, it was the Graham family, Billy Graham, who reached out to him and extended mercy to him. And then the third thing was to walk humbly with your God. This man, Graham, had been around the world. People knew him. His name was household, but yet he was a humble man and walked humbly with the Lord. It never went to his head. He was so thankful that he could just be used by God. So when we think about the shortness of our lives, where it says, "O mortal," we've got to think about what really matters. And what really matters is to be just with others, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with God. So our verse this week is Micah chapter 6 and verse 8, where the word says, "He has shown you, O mortal, what is good and what the Lord does require of you, to act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God." This week, let's put that into practice. I hope you have a fantastic week in the Lord, and we'll see you next week for Word 52.